What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today, doing another Regionals VOD review, but from APAC here, because maybe they're the best region after NA. Okay, maybe they're even the best region past NA. And we're watching somebody who destroyed NA in the last, and all the other regions, in the last World Championships. This is CantWithoutYou, our most recent World Champion. CantWithoutYou just absolutely smurfed on this first week of APAC regionals, made top 3 overall on the day, and so auto qualified after only playing 4 games today into weekend 2. So just absolute destruction. Really, I was watching some earlier games from CantWithoutYou, and man, this guy is just on one. This patch, I feel like, has such a disgusting amount of skill expression on it, more so than I think we've ever seen in all of TFT. And we're going to start off in a really interesting way with this early make 10 with the Kiana. He says, you know what, I don't care that much about all these other random units that I'm holding on to. There's just not that much value into holding on to them. So I'd rather just make my first 10 here, have Kiana solo out the minions, and now I can go in here, potentially take an Econ augment. And if we're thinking about this as a fast 9 meta where you want to cap out really highly, well, making your first 10 faster and then grabbing an Econ augment, I mean, two Trues company, Trues, whatever it is, seems like a fantastic pickup here. Get your 2-star True cost to play around, and we hit a Yasuo. I mean, that is an amazing start to the game here. Level to 4, and we can just play this board Slayer Invoker. Boom. We actually can just play all these units. The only thing we're kind of waiting on is a front line, because the front line is kind of negative right now, but we'll get there. And the Yasuo, I mean, one of the best possible hits out of this augment, because this is going to give you an easy Yone unlock. This means we are guaranteed to reach Yone the second that we reach level 7, and with that early first 10 that we made, and this Yasuo, I think we'll have a pretty easy time making it to level 7. And honestly, if CantWithoutYou had just, hey, wait, I queued up, that was a copyrighted song that I queued up on accident. Do I have anything? No, yep. Sorry. Okay, give me 1 sec, actually. All right, there we go. We're back. I queued up some copyrighted songs on my my Spotify when I was listening to some stuff yesterday, and almost just blasted through a million. Hopefully, the first like 2 seconds of 18 different songs didn't cause me any issues here. We go for the super aggro level here to fit in Ionia. I didn't actually get to see what Ionia was, so we can check here if it's Econ. Hasn't spawned into gold, so it's not gold gen. It's not EXP. It might be it's one of the it's one of the combat ones that doesn't provide any econ here, either Blade Master or Spirits, or one of those. But I mean, a good enough one, right? Doesn't mean at this point, actually, with all the changes to Ionia that they've done a million times, it does really feel like there's nothing you know, like really awful in the Ionia. It looks like it's not Blade Master, because I'm not seeing this Yasuo get double auto attacks in, but I'll keep a closer eye on it. So I'm gonna imagine that it's Path of Spirits here. Just make your board tankier, scale up the AP and the AD, and just get a slow cast situation going off here, where you're casting later into the fight, getting a bunch of extra damage on there. Boom, your life's pretty good. Either way, though, we have a solid enough Ionia. We're going to pick up the cloak here. Nice pickup here. I can just slam into Evan's Shroud here. I mean, this is fantastic. An item that you can put onto the Yasuo that can sit on him for now, and then eventually it can move over later. We also put together a nice kind of mid-game board here. We picked up the Sejuani and the Kennen. Kennen unlocks so easy to get on these boards these days. You should just, you know, if you ever have any kind of defender that you want to play around, just boom, grab your Kennen and play around it, and have your life be really easy. So yeah, so far the spot is looking quite good. And oh wait, we actually did farm a gold there, so I guess it is gold gen Ionia, but I guess we didn't get enough takedowns last fight. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, gold gen Ionia is obviously fantastic here. This is going to accelerate our ability to push levels. We see another Yasuo in shop, and maybe days ago you would think about this being a Yasuo reroll game, or weeks ago. But these days, I mean, why would you go Yasuo reroll when we could just get to our Yone without even having to worry about our Yasuo? So fully expect that to be what we see here, is just going to be a not even a hold on this Yasuo. Yeah, we opted to hold on to a Felios even instead of an extra Yasuo. The only time you'd ever go for Yasuo 3, I don't know, maybe you natural like another 2 more, 3 more, and you have like 6 Yasuos, and you're like, okay, I'll just teleport to Yasuo 3. But I mean, he does actually seize another one, which is funny. But he's just not prioritizing that highly, because he knows there's way more value in just pushing a really fast level 7 and getting that Ionia unlock that we've talked about. But like I said earlier, like if this game was just a standard Ionia game, like I think I wouldn't have even VOD reviewed it. But we make some really interesting calls this game. Some really interesting stuff gets done this game by Without You that I must talk about and we must watch here. And look at this. We've talked about it so many times. The insanely early level 7 here, and look at this. The double unlocks, beautiful stuff here. Gonna go for the Yone unlock off the Yasuo, and then we are also going to go for the Skarner unlock off just slamming the Chain Vest here. So 2 unlocks here is going to put us at an insanely strong level 7 board with a really strong front line, really strong back line here. I mean, this is beautiful stuff. I mean, I don't really like either of these augments here. I guess you could take the team planning here, but look at this. We roll into late game specialist, boom, instantly snap that off because we know we were easily going to get to push levels here. And look at this as well. We had the Kiana, we held onto the Nico here. Now we're actually, with Skarner unlocked here, going to be able to play 3 Ixtal on this board here. Okay, so we have 12 interests. That is lose 4 fights, I think. And then the left one, I don't know what that is, but it looks like we went for gain 12 interest here because we're going to be able to make 3 this round. Maybe 3, 4, 5, actually. You actually might even make 4 this round. Okay, so pretty solid. We are going to do the thing that all Yasuo players do when they unlock Yone, is immediately move items from Yasuo 2 to Yone 1, just because this guy is an absolute monster. The Evan's Shroud is going to move to our 4 cost, and I mean, this is what this patch is all about, is unlocking these really broken 4 costs and losing fights like this. Man, this is actually a really sad fight to lose. It was pretty close, but our Yone ended up getting aggroed onto, and yeah, we lose to... It's actually a crazy... That was Eggy, right? I think that was Eggy playing Trinity reroll with hefty rolls. Holy woke! I gotta see more of that spot later into this game, because that is actually crazy stuff here. I mean, this is one of these comps that's come back. Rerolls back, Fast 9's back. I mean, man, this patch is so good after watching more and more of it. And like this game, I perused, as I often do with these VOD reviews, just to make sure it wasn't too high roll or too just like boring. But like, man, if this game doesn't make you think that this patch is like insanely good, then I don't know what to tell you, as we'll see as we get there further. But still, I mean, amazing spot to be in here. Single econ with late game specialist being a delayed like secondary crazy econ, so hopefully we'll make it there. We don't quite have real Yone items yet. Normally you're wanting to pick up stuff like that Guinsoo's Rage Blade. Don't really have that here, so we're going to be forced to take a sword here. Could be IE, could be, I'm thinking Evans, or not Evans Shroud, Edge of Night here, but we'll see. We do natural a Wukong. It's funny, we natural the Yunara earlier and then didn't really care about it that much, because who would care about a Yunara on this board? Yunara has gone from the, you know, the crazy good Ionia carry to just like pretty mediocre now that you can just play for Yone, and Yone can just do the job that Yunara does, but much better. So it's funny to see how the meta shifts with I mean, huge changes like this, I would say. You know, I was going to say, with just some little tiny changes where they basically just gave us an entire mid set. I'm going to take another loss here. Not too bad, because we still got the Ionia or the Ixtal generating here. I actually do need to translate this one, because I am not sure what any of these say. So we will do a quick translate here, but we'll see. Looks like he's looking at 3 for 70. What would that be? It's not like roll 3 times or anything like that. I guess we'll 3 for 70. Well, it's the only downside to VOD reviewing somebody who is not having their client in English. But hey, that's life here. We're going to take another probably loss against, oh my god, Recombobed into Garantu Luxtu? Huh? Okay. Oh, this is no items on bench for 3 rounds. Okay, so that's a very easy, chill one that you can play through for the next few rounds. Doesn't really make a difference in your spot, especially because you can farm 1 round of this on minions. Just have to make sure to not pick up any of these orbs on accident here. And yep, we're 1 out of 3 on the way to getting this one unlocked here. We also do pick up another Yone, which is just amazing here. And yep, you'll see Without You just sitting off here on the left here, just making sure he doesn't accidentally pick up any orbs here, because that could grief our Ixtal quest here. Do pick up a bow, which is nice. Titans could potentially be a slam here. The problem is you also kind of want to make Sunfire here. So yeah, we are going to make Sunfire here. And then just make the QSS. Actually, yeah, this makes a lot lot of sense. You just get to make QSS here, gives yourself the same CC immunity, and you keep bow open for stuff like Winsu, stuff like a different backline item. So yeah, actually this itemization looks beautiful here. Rotate into a Warwick player. Yone gonna kind of go around because we proc the enemy Edge of Night and then they proc ours, but their board a lot stronger than ours, so we are gonna pick up a loss here, but that will be our last round that we need to have that Ixtal quest. Last second save is just solid. I mean, I definitely roll and default that. I mean, I would still probably grab this. It looks like he's going to reroll it just because he's kind of like happy taking, I guess it would be the Victor Augment here, Arcane Victory here. And yeah, he does have to grab that here. And look at that. Oh my God, you might have missed it because of the little play thing. But that was an 80 EXP pump here. Let me unfull screen and refull screen because this app's kind of buggy sometimes. 80 EXP pump here, and he just takes it. This is what it's all about, man. Playing a strong Yone board, but getting a 3 Ixtal in for literally free off the Skarner unlock, and then, I mean, the board just fits together beautifully here. You get the Nico, you get the Kiana in for free, and we've just been playing 3 Ixtal on a very, very strong Ionia board, and now we're pumping 80 gold here. We're going to get a huge amount of progress towards our next cash out here, literally just this round here. So boom, he's just checking to make sure he didn't accidentally like under pump 1 EXP, but no, that is a free, boom, 80 stacks here. And now we can look down the line at something else here. That's another 24 EXP pump, which we will go for here because we want to make it to 9 here. That is a ton of extra sun shards here. I mean, Ixtal was already such an interesting econ trade, and being able to access it so easily now with the Skarner unlock is just really sick. I mean, maybe I make it to a broccoli here. Look at this as well, team plannering out some interesting 5 costs, and this is where, like I said, this game starts to get kind of crazy, very not traditional. You know, normally you play your Yone, you keep putting in Ionia units on the board, just stack, add up more Ionia units on your board, and that's life. And it's pretty good, right? So you get to add, to play 7 Ionia, 5 Ionia, and it stabilizes you quite nicely. We, on the other hand, get to pick up the Ornn here, which he's confident enough on fitting his board here, which is actually going to be kind of crazy. And I want to take this turn and move it down to 1 XP, because I think there's a lot that's going to occur here. Because we have Ixtal, we're going to grab the Ixtal cash here at 250, so this is what we want. We get some components, or a full item anvil and some gold here. Now we're going to push 9, get that late game specialist gold, and then start rolling down here, picking up Skarners, finds Yone too, but also finds these Kindreds, is holding on to the Embessa stuff for more of like a Kindred style fast 9 game, which is just wild here. He actually, I think, is a little, yeah, he's actually, it's crazy to see, but I mean, I love when it happens when a player of this skill level gets a little bit stun locked here and is just trying to figure out, okay, what is my strongest board? What am I playing here? But just, I mean, we pick up the Kraken here, throw it onto the Kindred with the idea that this bow can be another Kindred item, and then we can actually cap out into a Kindred board, not actually playing this Ionia board, just because 1, I mean, it's a pretty contested comp in most games, and 2, it definitely does not cap as high as this line here, so we're going to roll down, pick up the Darius here, going to continue to roll here, find Garen, find Ornn too here, and going to fit a random Rick on this board here, but, you know, realizing that we must keep these Garens on the bench here, so yeah, we end up selling out to pick up the Taric too here, move the items over to Embessa here, and this is our board for now. Not fully, you know, formed and completed here, but with a lot of good stuff. Kindred pair, Garen pair, have the Embessa too, and a fight win here would be amazing for us. Yeah, this is such a big pickup. Unlock the Embessa, but I don't think, oh no, yeah, we're not going to play Embessa on this board. It is just the classic, or the Mel. We are going to play Embessa plus Darius plus Draven. Darius these days, right? In the past, you wouldn't play for Darius as much, but 1, you can unlock this guy for free. By just throwing items onto Draven, which is really nice. You can always guarantee that here. Gwynsu's Rageblade obviously going to come down for the Kindred here. But the nice thing about Darius is we're looking for this Garen because we can unlock Silas here, and then Silas fits in as a fantastic +1 on this board. He's Defender on this board. You can sometimes be fitting Arcanist onto this board as well, and we can make the TG for him, move these melee items over to the Shyvana, and just look, man, we were on a Yone board like 4 or 5 rounds ago, and now we have completely full pivoted this board into a Kindred fast 9 board, reached the Kindred 2, reached the Shyvana 2. We're actually fighting an insanely strong board from Grenade. We pick up a win here. I mean, our Yone board would have gotten clobbered by this. So it's just such a cool pivot when you know that this Yone unit is going to fall off as you get later into the game. He does just not hold up as you get further and further, because he's just he's a melee carry that can be quite vulnerable, can just not have the DPS output of something like a Kindred here, of something something even like a Shyvana here. And so it's a beautiful pivot into a much higher capped fast 9 board. And I think so many people would have played this game and been like, okay, I'm playing a Yone game. I'm playing around Ionia. Like, duh, like I have this Yone opener. Like, why wouldn't I play around Ionia? But the full pivot into this Kindred board out of Ionia, I think is so intelligent, allows us to cap high, allows us to play for stuff like the 2-star Silas and just cap, I mean, so high here. It's funny also, we still have the Nautilus sitting on this board. So obviously we'd love to truly cap out with a Shyvana plus a Swain here, but Swain is a pretty popular guy. This guy is on so many different boards that we can't actually pick him up. So we are just sitting here in Swain jail here. Swain also the triple trait threat on this board, Noxus plus Jug plus Arcanist. So the fact that we can't find a single Swain is really depressing, honestly. But the upside is we are winning all of our fights here. So not the end of the world here. Looking for last Shiv item if we can find it here. Might be that adaptive blue buff, a second Hodge. Ugh. Blue buff here, I guess, just Yetter casting. Is there someone else that can hold on to this blue buff? I mean, you could throw it on Lucian Senna, I guess, but I'm pretty sure you must throw this onto Shyvana as a third item here. So I'm going to continue to roll down, mostly sitting in the Swain jail, but also, I mean, kind of sitting in the, oh yeah, he will actually throw it onto Lucian Senna and just get that cast off insta. Okay, I mean, I could see it, I guess. Is it really? I don't know. That's crazy to me. But he just really cares about getting the Lucian Senna cast off for whatever reason, I guess. I mean, it's a very impactful cast. But yeah, my board looking fantastic. The thing about it is, if you don't cap high, which is why it's so consequential that we aren't playing into this silly Yone stuff. I mean, by silly Yone stuff, I mean that's a fantastic comp, but we can cap much higher by playing this. But that's what this patch is all about, right? Is capping insanely high in spots like this. And if you do not cap high, you are just going to get outscaled by the lobby. And I see this happen to so many people that I'm coaching or just in games that I'm watching, is if you don't cap high enough, I mean, look what we're fighting here. We're fighting a Mel Zerath capped board here. They don't quite have the Rise variation, but they have a Lucian Senna 2 on their board. Their board is disgustingly capped. And if we hadn't reached this board, I mean, this fight would be a free loss here, but instead it's a win. Oh my God. I can't believe that we win that fight. Maintain the 6 streak, and we hit the hugest of huge upgrades here is the Silas 2 here. I mean, such a big hit here is going to allow us to cap so high, especially hitting this guy at the end of stage 5 when all these other people are going to be digging for Silas into stage 6 here. I mean, such a nice pickup here. I'm going to take a bunch of extra gold here from the portal here. Adaptive is going to finally get picked up as an alternative item. Going to roll down. Please, where's my Swain? We're going to have to take Nautilus 2. And look at this. We're going to move these items down to Silas here, saying, you know what? The AD from something like Edge of Night's a little bit wasted, but I mean, Silas is just a monster carry. We have to play for him as a main carry, and Shiv can take the TG instead. So yeah, just playing for his strongest carry in this spot here, playing for his highest cap. Once again, we rotate into actually a really strong Warwick board, and actually we lose to Warwick of all things, which is so funny. Finally, we reach the Swain here, which is a monster upgrade on this board, like we've talked about here. Arcanist, Juggernaut, and Noxus onto the board here. 3 just fantastic traits that we get in, as opposed to just having the Jug in before from Nautilus. The Arcanist can be so big for the Silas here, and the Nox is just good to get some extra meat onto your board here. But yeah, Silas doing great work here, rotating into this board from Eggy that we were talking about earlier. Honestly, performing quite well, but I think Eggy, unfortunately, is going to get deleted by us here. Our board just too good there, so that's going to be probably a 5th for Eggy. Yeah, unfortunate, because I thought that was a cool line, but maybe not cool enough here. Did just see, I think that was a Silas 2 there from another one of these players, so, I mean, the lobby is certainly heating up here with people capping out, and I think every single board might have at least 3 out of 4 boards have Silas on it, maybe 4 out of 4. I guess we'll never know here, because we're fighting Grenade here, who has Silas, but I don't know about, if another player ends up dying here. But Silas, a pretty popular guy, actually looking like we're going to lose to this board, because I mean, wait, look at this Rise 2. I mean, everything, this is like an Ionia capped Rise board. So yeah, all of a sudden, I mean, we were looking so high capped, but these other boards have made it to Rise stuff. And so, I mean, just by the fact that we're playing AD cap, we might actually be a little bit weaker than some of these boards. Also, oh my God, look at that board. I mean, yeah, that board is disgusting here. So, oh my God, we're going to make the Shojin here. We're going to move the tank items over to the Tariq. Oh, no, he's going to keep it actually onto the Shiv here. Going to roll and see if we can hit an upgrade here. But this board looks so strong. Oh my God, we're actually in danger of going 3rd this lobby. I mean, by no fault of our own, but I mean, it just shows how Oh my god. Look at this setup. Dumbify crash test dummies throwing a giant dummy just right on our board doing all of this. I mean, how are you supposed to beat this? I didn't even realize. That's such a cool combo actually out of that player as well. Dumbify crash test. And by 3 HP, we actually end up in third. I mean, still a beautifully played game from CantWithoutYou. But I mean, sometimes you go third. Just shows how high these lobbies are capping out, man, that this board ends up going third here. But still, just an absolute masterclass. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, my Metafy, all of the links down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always.